హాయ్ ఆల్, యూఆర్ వాచింగ్ TV9. ప్రస్తుతం మనం ఎవరితో ఉన్నాం మీకు కాసేపట్లో చూపించబోతున్నాం. అందరికీ నమస్కారం అండ్ ఎల్లార్కం వనక్కం. తమిళ్ ఎందుకు చెప్పానంటే ఇప్పుడైతే మనం తమిళ్, తెలుగు, మలయాళం ఇలా మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నాం, కానీ కొన్ని రోజులు పోతే ఇలాగ ఎప్పుడు మాట్లాడుకోం. ఒకటే మాట్లాడుకుంటాం, ఇండియన్ ఫిల్మ్ యాక్టర్స్, ఇండియన్ ఫిల్మ్ డైరెక్టర్స్. ఇప్పుడు రాబోతున్న సినిమాలన్నీ పాన్ ఇండియా లెవెల్ అండ్ ఇంటర్నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో వస్తున్న మూవీసే. ఆ రోజు త్వరలోనే రాబోతుంది, రావాలని కూడా కోరుకుందాం. ప్రస్తుతం మనతో ఉన్నారు FIR సినిమా హీరో విశాల్ విష్ణు గారు అండ్ హీరోయిన్ మంజు మోహన్ గారు. హాయ్ అండి.
హాయ్.
సార్, మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మాకు తెలుసు, మాకు సుపరిచితులు, ఎందుకంటే అరణ్య మూవీలో మీకు సింగాగా మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మాకు పరిచయం అయ్యారు. సో ఇప్పుడు ఇర్ఫాన్ అహ్మద్గా వస్తున్నారు. సో ఏంటి క్యారెక్టర్, ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది ఈ సినిమా?
Irfan Ahmed, is one Muslim boy from a nice family, chemical engineer, a nice life. Certain incidents happen in his life where his entire life changes, and the kind of changes that he goes through, how it affects his entire family, his community, because he's a Muslim, and how he faces these challenges in his life, and what he evolves into, what he becomes because of that, is FIR. So very challenging character for me, very sensitive character, very sensitive topic. It's on terrorism, FIR, but we made sure that nobody is hurt and everybody's sentiments are respected, because but we feel that religion, we all feel that religion should not be the reason for any violence or any hatred, and that's what we have tried to convey through this movie.
అసలు ఇంతకీ మీరు ఏంటి, మీ రోల్ ఏంటి ఇందులో? అసలు టెర్రరిస్టా, లేకపోతే రివెంజ్ సీకరా, లేకపోతే ఇన్నోసెంట్ క్యారెక్టరా, ఏంటి సార్?
See, we can't reveal too much. See, this is a suspense, one action suspense thriller. So too many details will spoil the movie show. Yeah, so that's why we have to be very careful in saying what we are. I may be terrorist, I may not be. There might be double role. There might not be. She might be the terrorist. Anything can happen, right?
చాలా క్రైమ్ అండ్ థ్రిల్లర్ మూవీస్ వచ్చాయి కూడా. FIR కి మిగిలిన మూవీస్ కి డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమి ఉండబోతుంది అసలు?
What is the difference you're asking? Basically, for me it is emotions. The emotions here are a little different from suspense thriller movies where villain and you try to find who's the killer and all that, and other terrorism movies that you have seen before. Most of the sports movies have same emotions, like rise, fall and rise, or teamwork. So the emotions are going to be there in this movie also, which might be similar to a few other terrorism movies, but the screenplay is completely presented in a very different way, and there will be an element of surprise in in the movie in every 10 minutes. So the screenplay is what will make the audience really like this movie, and the motive of this movie, which is like I said, humanity, that will reach people in a very interesting way. So I feel this is a very important film in my career, and it should reach the audience, because what we have tried to do through this movie is something everywhere, the violence that we see around us, it should reach people, and if it reaches people, I think we are very happy. We'll be very happy.
అండ్ మీరు ఈ ఫిల్మ్ కి ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కూడా. సో మీకు స్టోరీ నెరేట్ చేసినప్పుడే మీరు అనుకున్నారా తెలుగులో కూడా ఈ మూవీ తీయాలి అని చెప్పి? తెలుగులో
Yeah, when I heard the story, the one thing that came into my head and my director Manu Anand, was that for me this is a universal script, because what is happening around us in the entire world is what we have tried to show in this movie. So when we try to show something in a movie which is happening everywhere, which means it is a universal concept, and we made sure that we shoot this keeping Tamil preferably in mind, and we shoot it in a very grand way, and we execute it properly, so that if the movie comes out really well, like you said when the interview started, the language is no more a barrier anymore. Even back 2 years back, I think the other language films, 3-4 years back, it's other language films started doing well all over the country. There were a lot of dub films released across country. They started doing well. We were sure that if the movie comes out in the way we have visualized it, it can be definitely it can be released in Telugu. It can be released in Hindi also, because whenever I showed the movie to a lot of people, they said this is a pakka Hindi concept. So they said you should release it. But I don't want to try too many things in this movie because I'm the producer as well, and I want to focus in the South market. So I'm releasing Tamil in Tamil Nadu and Kerala, and then we are releasing in Karnataka, and because there people watch Tamil itself, and then we are releasing in Telugu language in Telugu and Karnataka and all over the world. In Hindi also, I mean in North India also, Tamil and Telugu is releasing. Abroad also, Tamil and Telugu is releasing. So we are making this movie we made this movie with a lot of passion, and we are trying to make it as big as possible now after release. I mean during the release, yeah.
ఓకే, మను ఆనంద్ గారిని అసలు ఏ పాయింట్ నచ్చింది ఆయన నిరేషన్లో మీకు? ఆయన ఎలా బిలీవ్ చేశారు అసలు?
Like I said, the character, the Muslim character, and few incidents that happen in this movie actually happened. One of the incident happened with my friend in real life. So because of him being Syed Muhammad, his friend is, my friend's name is. So he was, because of him being a Muslim, he had gone through something in his life which I connected with this character. And again, a lot of things around us, like I told you, off late, a lot of violence, a lot of hatred because of this Hindu, Muslim, and a lot of other religions, everything connected together. So it's not one particular thing, it's all the connections in the movie, the characters in the movie. I like all the characters in the movie. Like she plays the lawyer, and Raisa, she plays again a Muslim NIA agent. So all the characters are also very focused in the movie. So that's why I connected to the entire movie. Yeah.
మంజిమా మోహన్ గారు, మీరు ఆల్రెడీ మాకు బాగా సుపరిచితులు. ఎందుకంటే మీకు సాహసం శ్వాసగా సాగిపో ఆ ఫిల్మ్కి బెస్ట్ డెబ్యూ యాక్టర్ కింద అవార్డు కింద వచ్చింది, ఫిల్మ్ఫేర్ అవార్డు.
Telugulia?
యా యా,
తెలుగుతో
You are never telling us anything.
ఓకే నౌ యు
బెస్ట్ డెబ్యూ యాక్ట్రెస్
Oh.
అవార్డు వచ్చింది, ఫిల్మ్ఫేర్ అవార్డు వచ్చింది.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
సో అప్పుడు లీలాగా మాకు పరిచయం అయ్యారు, ఇప్పుడు ప్రార్థన కింద
ప్రార్థన.
పరిచయం. సో మీ క్యారెక్టర్ ఎలా ఉండబోతుంది అసలు?
It's completely different from Leela. Leela, like I said, is a very breezy character. Prarthana, like Vishnu said, I play a lawyer, and it is a very strong girl with strong emotions, and she stands up for what is right, and she points out what is wrong. So that is her character, and how she comes into his life, and when he, faces something, she plays an important role around it. So this is the main character. If I say anything more, it'll become story. That's I'm very scared and looking at him. But I think it's a different, very, very, very different thing that I've done. And FIR is very special to me because Sahasam Tarvata, this is my second release in Telugu, I can say. And after such a big gap, and I should thank them for giving this opportunity because I've been waiting for a Telugu movie. Finally, this is happening.
సో మలయాళం, తమిళ్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఇప్పుడు తెలుగులో కూడా ఇలా కంటిన్యూస్గా వస్తారా?
If opportunities come, 100%. Language is, like you said in your introduction, well said. There's no barrier. We are all working in Indian cinema. So if it comes, why not?
ఓకే, అండ్ మీరు గౌతమ్ వసుదేవ్ మేనన్ గారి డైరెక్షన్లో యాక్ట్ చేశారు. ఆయన బిహైండ్ ద స్క్రీన్, మీరు ఆన్ ద స్క్రీన్ యాక్ట్ చేశారు. ఇప్పుడు సేమ్ స్క్రీన్లో ఇద్దరు యాక్ట్ చేశారు కదా ఒకసారి. ఎలా అనిపించింది అసలు?
I actually honestly don't have any combination scenes with him, but when I heard that he's going to do that role, interestingly, when Manu mentioned this to me, I think everybody saw it is Gautam sir's face only crossed my head also. So when they said he's going to act, I wanted to see what he was doing, but I was not allowed to come to the spot that day. But I heard that he's done a brilliant job, and I'm waiting to see.
You heard her? You've seen the movie?
Yeah, I've seen also. Yeah, I've actually, correct. I watched the movie and I was quite impressed. I remember telling, I don't know if it's you or Manu, I said, I don't think anybody else could have done this.
సో ఎలా అనిపించిందండి ఆయన యాక్టింగ్కి మీరు మార్క్స్ ఇవ్వండి?
I've seen his acting, like when he's directing, he'll act it. So even throughout Sahasam for me and Che, he would act it out and show what he wants. So I know that there's an actor in him, and he used to say that he likes to play cops, he likes to play negative roles. He's always told us that. So I wasn't shocked. I knew he was going to.
You're asking marks. How many? What do you ask you? How
marks?
Marks.
You asked
marks,
particularly
right?
marks?
Yes.
How will I do?
Why? For me, 10 on 10. For
I
this
can say
character.
that?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm what? Where are you? You're senior. I'm junior.
What? You're making me feel old.
Yeah, you're old also. No, so I would say I can't really rate his acting, but I think to me he's my mentor, so I'll give 11 on 10.
For me, this character, yeah, he's just nailed it. 10 out of 10. Just
Yes.
like what I heard, it's just exactly the same.
Yeah, like every dialogue, there's so much conviction in it.
Yes.
కాదా ఆయన మీరు ఫుల్ టైం యాక్టర్ కింద మార్చేస్తున్నారు, మరి మేము ఆయన ఫిల్మ్స్ మిస్ అయిపోతాం కదండి, డైరెక్ట్ చేసిన ఫిల్మ్స్, ఫ్యూచర్ లో రాబోతున్న ఫిల్మ్స్.
No,
ఫుల్
he-
టైం యాక్టర్ కింద మార్చేసి
No, he's
he's
doing,
now
he's
doing
doing,
one
he's
Tamil
doing a lot of Tamil films now. So
Yeah.
he wants to balance it out now. He's very clear. The best compliment that we received was actually, you don't know. After he watched the movie, we had a show for him. He came out and he just shook hands with me and Manu. He said, first time I liked myself as an actor,
Oh, that's
and I
remember.
was admiring myself as an actor, and I was so happy, he
That's
said.
nice.
And you know, to get that from him, because we both were very skeptical of how to approach him, because Manu, my director, worked under him, so we didn't know if we should ask him or not ask him for this role. But when he came out and said that, you know, we're very happy, and he said, good job.
Yeah, if he says good job, it's a good
Yes,
thing.
yes,
ఓకే, మాస్ మహారాజా రవితేజ ప్రౌడ్లీ ప్రెజెంట్స్.
yes.
అసలు రవితేజ ఆన్ బోర్డ్ ఎలా వచ్చారు ఈ మూవీకి అసలు?
See, I met Ravi Teja sir through my wife Jwala Gupta and her friend Shweta. She introduced me to Ravi sir. She works with Ravi sir, and it was a great meeting. The moment I met him, I could easily connect to him. The struggles that he had gone through, I've already heard of all that, and when I met him, I could see a very simple, very calm, very friendly and nice human being, but with a lot of passion. And we could connect, and he loved Ratchasan, so he was telling me about Ratchasan and few of my previous movies. I was happy that he's seen my movies. Then we spoke about what I'm doing next, so I told him about FIR and I showed him the trailer. And I had another movie which is coming up next after this, so I had a teaser of that, so I showed that also. He was really happy, and he said, I like your concepts and your script selection. So I said, sir, I want to release this in Telugu. And he said, okay, what are you planning? I said, sir, it would be nice if you can release it for me. And he said, okay, let's watch the movie. So that time the movie was not completely ready. It was about 60-70% ready. But since we are from the industry, even if without proper background music, without proper visuals and CG and all, we can guess. He saw a very rough version. The moment he saw, he said, you know what, this is a sure shot hit. He shook hands with me and he said, it's a brilliant movie. I'll present it for you. But that time, you know, COVID confusion was there, and so he said, you take your time as a producer, you decide. I said, no sir, I want to come in theatres. And then eventually the time came for coming in theatres, and Mas Maharaja Ravi Teja presents, and I'm so happy and elated, and also released by Abhishek Pictures. It's a very big release for me here, first solo release. Like Aranya was a double hero subject, and I was playing a small role in that. I wanted to get introduced to the Telugu audience, and this for me is an out and out action, emotional drama, and first solo hero movie. So I'm really excited that Ravi sir is presenting the movie, and his fans will definitely support my movie. Yeah.
ఇప్పటికీ ఆయన మూవీ చూడలేదా ఇంకా? రవితేజ గారు మూవీ చూసారా? ఇప్పుడు ఏమన్నా
He
చూడలేదు?
watched the movie.
He watched the movie. He watched the movie. That's a rough version.
ఓకే.
He watched the rough version. He watched the rough version long back, and he loved the movie. With the rough version itself, he said he will release it. So now he's watching, I think in 2 or 3 days he's watching the movie final with Telugu dubbing. So he watched Tamil version first. Now Telugu and all is ready. So the distributor watched Telugu version of it. So distributor also loved the movie, and you know, they had a great conversation about the movie, the distributor and Ravi sir, and they said that, you know, this should definitely be released here, and they're very confident. So Ravi sir is watching Telugu version in a couple of days.
అబూ బకర్, హూ ఈజ్ అబూ బకర్ అండి?
Maybe me, maybe not, and
You can't say.
you can't say anything, but definitely it's not her.
Yeah.
So
We'll have to wait and
yeah,
watch the movie.
it may be Gautam Menon sir also. So there are a lot of it's a suspense action thriller, so we need to have that element of suspense, otherwise
మీరు ప్రొడ్యూసర్ కాబట్టి అంత సస్పెన్స్ మెయింటైన్
no, not just producer, as actors also we have to maintain. If
Yeah.
my actor
There has to be some surprise element when you come to theatre. So this Abu Bakr Abdullah would be a surprise element.
yeah,
మాకు కూడా ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్ ఉండాలి, అలాగా నార్మల్గా ముందు తెలియకూడదు. బట్ ఏం చెప్తారు అసలు అని అడగాలని అడిగాను.
no, it will be good if you come and watch the movie.
Theatre.
ఓకే. అండ్ మీరు మేడం ఏంటి, ఎలా ఉంది మీకు అసలు తెలుగు ఇండస్ట్రీ? మళ్ళీ చాలా గ్యాప్ తీసుకుని మళ్ళీ వచ్చారు కదా, ఎలా అనిపించింది? ఒక మీ రిలేటివ్స్ ఇంటికి మళ్ళీ వచ్చినట్టు అనిపించిందా ఏంటి?
You asked me why it's such a big gap.
Ah.
Relatives? What relatives?
No. How do you feel like coming back to Telugu?
Coming back after such a big gap, yes. I'm very nervous. Same nervousness that I had when Sahasam released. It's the same thing. Um, it's been 5 years. I think 2016 was Sahasam. After which I always wanted to, because Telugu recently has been giving so many good content and has been promoting so many good talents. So it's so nice to see that. So I've been wanting to come here and do movies. Been listening to all of that, but because of COVID and everything, there was a huge gap. Otherwise, I think by then I would have at least done a couple of more projects. But I think it's not too late. FIR is going to give me that second break, I feel. Waiting. Definitely want to do more movies. Yeah.
ఓకే అండి సార్, మీరు ప్రొడ్యూసర్, యాక్టర్, ప్రొడ్యూసర్, ఇంకేమన్నా ఉన్నాయి డైరెక్షన్ కానీ?
Oh, that is one thing which I think I can
Interesting
never, ever do it in my life. See, I'm good at judging, but I think a lot of people judge, but I'm still decent at it. That's why I'm able to judge good scripts. But creating something is something
difficult.
where you need to visualize, you need to create it in your mind. That I can't do. I can never do it. So probably I don't think I'll ever direct. Yeah, I have a wish that at least I do a short film. That's the maximum that I think I can do.
That you'll do it.
Yeah, that's it. That's my only wish, as you know, if I want to do something in the future. Yeah.
సార్, మీ మ్యారీడ్ లైఫ్ ఎలా ఉంది?
A married life, bagundi.
You both should have.
Yeah. And it's going good. It's going good. Touch wood, everything is going
మీరు
good.
కూడా స్పోర్ట్స్ పర్సన్, ఎందుకంటే
Yeah.
చెన్నై అదే సిసిఎల్లో ఆడారు, గేమ్ చాలా ఆడతారు మీరు. అండ్ గుత్త జ్వాల గారితో ఎప్పుడన్నా వెళ్ళారా ప్రాక్టీస్ సెషన్లో కానీ?
Shuttle or cricket?
అయ్యా షటిల్.
No, I didn't know if he's asking if Jwala practices
I know.
cricket with you or
I'm
you're
pretty
practicing
sure
shuttle
you're
with her.
with you.
Yeah.
Are you going with Gutta Jwala?
Yeah,
for her
sometimes.
practice
Yeah,
sessions?
sometimes I go. She's a left-hander. With me, she plays with right hand, and
Really?
and still I lose. So that's how good she is. Yeah, we play very often. We play. Yeah.
అండ్ అరణ్య మూవీ టైంలో మీకు ఏదో యాక్సిడెంట్ అయింది?
Yeah, injury. Yeah.
ఏమైందండి అది?
Disc prolapse while action sequence, impact. So I put on a lot of weight and bed rest for 4 months. So it was very challenging, and that all that sequence didn't come in the movie. It went in edit, so nobody knows about it. But I felt so bad because
That happens like
yeah. And it was very difficult for me to come out of it. Even today, like, I have problems because of it, but eventually I'm trying to learn to live with it, because back is something that is
very
very
important.
important. And yeah, but yeah, I will overcome it and I will not let it affect my career. Yeah.
ఈ మూవీలో మీ బాడీ చూపించే సీన్స్ కూడా ఉన్నట్టున్నాయి,
Yeah.
పోస్టర్స్ లో చూసాం. ఏమైనా వర్కౌట్స్ చేశారా సిక్స్ ప్యాక్ కోసం?
Yes. So when I got injured and bed rest, and I was going something through some bad phase in my personal life, married life, first marriage that was breaking. So I decided that, you know, if I'm going to lie down like this, I'm going to lie down like this forever. And doctors told me not to work out for 6 months even after mild recovery. And I decided that if I don't start now, mentally I'll go really low. But because I'm a sports person, so I always need to give some energy to my body by working out. So from there I started that journey, and I decided that I should do something which I thought I can never do in my life ever. That is, I can't stop eating. I can't stop eating. I have to eat. I love eating. And also I can't be so disciplined. Like, for 6 months I was so disciplined to get that body. So, you know, but I thought I should do it. If I did that, I will come out of my emotional pain, I will come out of my physical pain, and I'll become a better human being. And I think it has happened. When I came out of it, I was completely different.
ఎవరు మోటివేట్ చేశారు మిమ్మల్ని?
Yeah.
Time.
Yeah.
Some
Motivate
motivated
you?
you?
At the time, or no?
Yeah, a lot of people motivated me. See, first, no matter who motivates you, I think
Unless you do it,
it's first,
not happening.
the spark has to come from inside. You
Yeah,
have
it
to
has
keep self-motivating. You have to take that decision, you know what, I have to get up, I have to start. That has to come from yourself, from within. But there are a lot of people around me, my very close set of friends, my family, Jwala, all of them, you know, pushed me to get to my best. And yeah, motivation comes in a lot of forms. And for me, also my trainer, he really was very positive and motivated me a lot. So I probably owe it to all the people around me. From there on, you know, my thinking towards my life and my career and my, I mean, my body, everything changed.
మీకు కూడా స్పోర్ట్స్ ఇష్టం ఉందండి?
I like watching. I don't think I'll play. Maximum I played was badminton. My mother plays, so because of that. Otherwise, no. I like to watch cricket now.
ఓన్లీ
You like to watch cricket?
Yeah, I used to. I was a die-hard fan at one point, but like you said, after point,
Yeah.
yeah.
ఓకే, మరి తమిళ్, మలయాళం, తెలుగు అయినాయి, మరి హిందీ ఎప్పుడు, బాలీవుడ్ ఎప్పుడు మీరు?
Tamil, Malayalam, Telugu itself enough. I'm happy in the zone.
అదేంటండి అలా అంటారు?
If nice scripts come, I mean, like again, like you said, language shouldn't be a problem to any of us. We're all actors. We all want platforms. So if opportunity comes, we take it. That's it.
యూ షుడ్ గో నా అండి, బికాజ్ సో మెనీ పీపుల్ వాళ్ళు కూడా కోరుకుంటారు మీరు రావాలి అని.
There are so many actresses from Malayalam itself who's gone and done great movies in Bollywood. Why not if good script comes?
మీరు సార్ నెక్స్ట్ హిందీలోకి ఎప్పుడు ఫిల్మ్?
Next Hindi, then Hollywood.
Then Mars, Jupiter. There one industry will be there.
Yeah,
No,
by then,
who
I
knows?
guess,
Yeah. See, like she's saying, anything can happen. We should be prepared now. As actors, we'll not be surprised when we get a call from some
Yeah.
other industry asking us to act in a movie, because now we all are mentally prepared that anything can happen in the industry now. I think, like you said, it's becoming one Indian film industry. And I think, yeah, I'm confident. I never thought I'll come
Maybe
to.
after FIR.
No, I never thought I'll come to the industry itself first.
Telugu?
I came to Tamil.
Ah,
I never thought I'll become an actor. I became an actor. I never thought I'll sustain. I sustained. I never thought I'll become a producer. I became a producer. I never thought I'll come to Telugu. Today I'm sitting here. So I'll never say never here afterwards. Anything can happen in life.
yeah.
So I'm mentally prepared. Yeah, whenever it comes, I will grasp it. I will definitely, with open arms, I'll want to definitely give an attempt. Yeah.
సో ఎఫ్ఐఆర్ మూవీని రిలీజ్ అయిన తర్వాత హిందీలో ఏమన్నా డబ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నారా ఓటీటీ రిలీజ్కి?
Yes, yeah, it's releasing. My previous film, Rachasan, it was released in Hindi, dubbing Main Hu Dandadhikari. That was the title. So it did really, really well. So this is definitely dubbing and releasing in Hindi in a big way very soon. Once the theatre release happens here, we'll dub and release it on OTT and satellite there. Yeah.
ఎఫ్ఐఆర్ మూవీ స్టార్టింగ్ లో డిస్నీ ప్లస్ హాట్స్టార్ లో ఓటీటీ డైరెక్ట్ ఓటీటీ రిలీజ్ అని న్యూస్ వచ్చింది.
No,
మీరు
wrong
పట్టుబట్టారా?
news.
Wrong news.
Wrong news.
Nice.
Yeah, it was all wrong news. See, every movie that time which was not released, everybody was saying it's on OTT, it's on
Yeah.
OTT, just to gather some.
But I remember calling up the director and asking, and
Mm.
somewhere in my mind, I was just hoping he would say, "No, it's coming definitely theater." But he's like, "Let the producer take the call." I wanted to definitely
Yeah.
see this in the theater.
Even I wanted to see it in theater. So when that news came out, I got so many calls that day. I'm like, I was sleeping. My first call I get, I'm like, "Are you releasing on Disney?" I'm like, I'm sleeping right now. Why will I release this movie on Disney? I haven't taken any decision as of now. I'm not saying it's wrong. Even if I would have released on OTT, I don't think it's wrong. But why I made this movie, what is the intention, how I want my career to be, what I'm looking for, is very important. So for me, this movie was purely for theaters, and I don't want to release it on OTT. For me, it's a big theatrical experience. Yeah, in future definitely I'll release maybe I'll release some of my movies on OTT. Never know. Yeah, but this movie I always wanted to see it in theaters.
ఓన్లీ హిందీ అనుకుంటున్నారా, ఇంకేమన్నా డబ్ చేస్తారా వేరే లాంగ్వేజెస్?
No, it's releasing in Malayalam also, post theatrical on a very big platform there. Because again, Rachasan did very well in Malayalam after, during release. And actually Malayali people watch Tamil language itself. They're fond of Tamil language. That's why we don't dub Tamil in Malayalam and release in Malayalam theatres. We release our Tamil language in Malayalam theatres because they watch Tamil. But for digital and satellite, we have to dub and give. So yeah, that's also happening. Kannada is also happening. So a lot of languages is happening because, like I said, it's a universal subject. So all of them will be able to connect to it.
సో అండ్ మీ ముస్లిం ఫ్రెండ్కి ఏదో ఇన్సిడెంట్ జరిగింది అన్నారు,
Yeah.
అదేంటో ఒకసారి చెప్తారా?
Yeah, he went to an airport when he was traveling. So at the airport, he was checked. The checking happened for him for about 30 to 40 minutes, just because his name was Syed Mohammed. So these kind of incidents are the incidents that they connect to us. So it was very sad to hear that, and not just him. We have heard of this incident even with Shah Rukh Khan. So
No, it happened to me itself.
Oh, it happened to
Yeah,
you?
I never said once in Dubai airport when I was traveling transit. I have to go to Turkey for a Sahasam shoot, a Velipomake shoot. They actually stopped me. They didn't check my passport. They stopped me because my name was Manjima. They thought I was a Muslim and they checked my passport. Asked me to but they didn't. They were very polite and all, nothing wrong, but happened to me.
so that's the
Happens.
incident that I got connected to. Yeah.
సో మీరు ఖచ్చితంగా
Yeah,
ఒక
so many
పెద్ద-
such incidents. Yeah.
ఒక మెసేజ్ ఇద్దామని పర్టికులర్గా ఈ ఫిల్మ్తో అనుకుంటున్నాను.
See, message is very simple. Humanity and love is above religion and everything else. It should not be the reason of hatred or violence or any sort of evil around us. It should only be for good, and a good thing should happen because of religion and everything else. Humanity should not be divided because of it. So that's the message in this movie.
ఓకే అండి, ఆల్ ది బెస్ట్ ఫర్ యూర్.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. Thank you.
ఓకే, దట్స్ ఆల్ ఫర్ నౌ. ఫెబ్ 11th FIR మూవీ థియేటర్స్లో రాబోతుంది, ఖచ్చితంగా మీరు కూడా చూడండి. దిస్ ఈస్ దర్శన్ సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్.